I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. You know, the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TV while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. I don't want you to protest, I don't want you to riot, I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it, my life has value. I'm a human being, my life has value. I'm a human being, God damn it. I'm a human being, my life has value. I'm a human being, God damn it. I'm a human being, my life has value. I'm a human being, God damn it. I'm a human being, my life has value. I'm a human being, God damn it. I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. This is Truth Frequency with your host Chris Gio and the lovely, lovely Socio Student. It is December 3rd and we have a magnificent show for you today, ladies and gentlemen. We have The Anti-Terrorist joining us here in a few minutes. But first, there is something going on that I want to bring up. I know a lot of people are out there. They're wanting to start radio shows. They're wanting to start forums. They're wanting to start all kinds of things. And you start to run into a lot of opposition. I have ran into so many disinfo agents lately, it's not even funny. These are either disinfo agents or they're just really, really deluded people. So I thought I would put this information out. I know it's available on a lot of forums, on a lot of the internet, but I wanted to put this information out for the listeners so they know when they encounter some people like this, they know exactly who they are and what they're trying to do.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, I've had to deal with it too over the years, but I've never seen any trolls attack a single person so much just for no reason at all, just because they're a member of another forum. It's high school. It's getting to be high school all over again.
Well, I think these people are just flat out.
They're either government operatives or they just really are retarded.
They have a problem with everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about just me. I mean, I had a small encounter with some of these people, but I'm talking about this stuff that I've been seeing about slamming Alex, slamming Bill Cooper, slamming David Icke. I mean, anybody who makes a name for themselves, they start pulling this garbage with. And it's typical divide and conquer tactics. All you have to do is read The Art of War to know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just typical war tactics. And, you know, we have to face it. We are at war. And so the enemy is going to put people in the middle of us to try to divide us and do everything like that. But what's some of the points that we make?
Well, what I noticed right off the bat was the way that the people that attacked you for something that wasn't even true.
Right.
And then no matter how much you tried to deny it, your denials actually made them work harder to just...
Well, they said that I had said something about Bill Cooper, and they pull up the post.
I know, and we're huge fans.
I know. I told them that's not exactly the way it was worded. I said a patriot should never attack another patriot. But they even pulled up the post and posted it. And I said, see, I didn't say that. But instead, you know what they did? They took the first line and they posted that. And I said, wait a minute here. Let's go ahead and look at the whole post here. And so that kept going on and on and on and on. And when I disproved them, they just started with the name calling. And
right.
What kind of pissed me off to begin with, not that I was pissed at them, but I was pissed at how I go to a lot of these sites and I see people bashing each other. I see people bashing Alex Jones and Bill Cooper, and just everybody's calling everybody a kook. Well, I got news for you folks. The New World Order is united, okay? All of these secret societies, they're all working together to get their agenda done. Now, if we have division within our movement, we're not going to get anywhere. It's simple as that, and that's what they're counting on.
Isn't it, was it Jordan Maxwell who said that basically they're all playing a poker game, and they'll fight against each other in the poker game. But if somebody comes in and disrupts that poker game, they will unite to fight whoever that is that's disrupting the poker game.
That was, what's his name, Griffin?
Oh, G. Edward Griffin. Yeah, and that it really is true, guys. If we don't stand together, then they're going to run right over us. It's what is it that Alex Jones says? Either we hang together or die separately.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly what's going to happen. And they act like I don't know. They're all going to come for us, and then people will say, no, we're not on Alex Jones's prison planet. No, that's not us. Go get them. No, that's not the way it's going to work. They're going to say, you're opposition. Fuck you. Get on the FEMA bus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. I noticed they tried so many of these disinfo tactics with you.
I know. I see. But do you see how I handled it? I handled everything with love and respect and kindness.
Yeah, and that didn't even work for 2 or 3 of them.
Oh, no. It brought everybody down except for the 2 or 3.
That's why we think those 2 or 3 were probably operatives or paid bloggers or some crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And this whole, I'm not going to say the name of this forum, but you out there, who you are, what are you accomplishing by creating a forum just to attack another researcher? What are you accomplishing? Who are you fighting?
Right. That's the whole forum was created to attack Alex Jones.
Exactly.
And, I don't agree with Alex 100%, and I've made that perfectly clear. There was a politician who said, if you believe 70% of what I say, vote for me. If you agree with 100% of what I say, you need to go have your head examined. And that's exactly what it is here. I don't agree with everything Alex says. I don't agree with everything David says. I don't agree with everything Bill says. I don't agree with everything that anybody says. But the point of the matter is that I agree with them enough to say these guys have some good material, and I'm going to continue to point them in that direction. I get a lot of people writing me saying, hey, we don't like Alex. Why do you use the samples in your music? I'll tell you why. There's a guy out there. What's his name? Michael Bradley or something like that from Arizona. Really good guy. And he wrote me up. He said, hey, man, I heard some of your music. I've never heard of Alex Jones before, and that prompted me to go over to Alex. Great. That was the whole point right there. And then you know what was even cooler is he wrote me and he said, hey, I've never heard of David Icke before, and I happened to catch him here in Arizona. And so I went ahead and went to a show, and it was just the most life-changing thing in the world. And that was even better, because that's what I'm trying to do, ladies and gentlemen, is get the truth out there to people that don't know. It's simple as that.
Amen.
Anyways, we're running this segment a little bit long, so let's run through the points real quick.
I'm going to just skip to the ones that applied. Number 3, create rumor mongers. Avoid discussing issues by describing all charges, regardless of venue or evidence, as mere rumors and wild accusations. Now, I said that could be flipped around, too, where people just make stuff up about other people in the truth movement, make stuff up that isn't even true, and then just keep propagating it.
You hear that about Alex all the time, that he's a Jesuit and he's a
reptilian
Zionist and a reptilian and all this. And it's a constant attack that you never attack the information.
Well,
because
you know
the
what that's
is good.
for, right? That's for later, whenever people who are legitimately trying to find the truth, whenever they hear all these websites saying, oh, he's a Jesuit Jew reptilian or something, then they're like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to be associated with these kooky people.
Exactly.
They're all retarded.
Exactly. When we've got all this infighting going on and you've got these outside sources coming in, they're going to look and go,
I don't want to be a part of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And they were all pissed off at Sane for deleting all the posts, but you don't want your forum to look like that.
Exactly.
You don't want it to be a place of hate. You want it to be a place of information, period.
Yep, exactly. Number 4, use a straw man. Find or create a seeming element of your opponent's argument, which you can easily knock down to make yourself look good and the opponent look bad.
Yeah, this is one of the classics ones. Let's just
We've
go to
seen
the
that
next
over
one.
and over and over and over again. Sidetrack opponents with name-calling and ridicule. This is also known as the primary attack the messenger ploy, although other methods qualify as variants of that approach. Associate opponents with unpopular titles such as kooks, right-wing, liberal, left-wing, terrorist, conspiracy buffs.
They called me a Democrat.
Radicals, militia, Democrats, Republicans, racist, religious fanatics, sexual deviants, and so forth. This makes others shrink from support out of fear of gaining the same label, and you avoid dealing with issues altogether. Yeah, they didn't want to talk about the issues. They wanted to talk about your political affiliation.
Right. Well,
which I don't even subscribe to any political affiliation.
I don't have one either.
Point.
I believe in the Constitution, and that's about it.
Amen. Okay, number 7. Question motives. Twist or amplify any fact which could be taken to imply that the opponent operates out of a hidden personal agenda or other bias. Money, money, money.
They tried to get me with that. I was like,
exactly. No. Tell them our situation.
Okay. Y'all want to know? Okay, I'll put it on the air, all right? I have a little business that funds all of this. Okay, I pay for all of this out of my pocket. I've given my music out for free. I've traveled across country in order to perform for free and